this is the Hellion Rocks. You know, I'm honored to have a guest today a band that's meant a lot to me. I've got Jerry Gaskill from King's X on the phone. What's happening?
Hey, man, I'm just doing great. A lot is happening.
I know it's real busy for you. You know, new project coming out. I've got to say that your previous record, which came out in 2004, Come Somewhere it was, I was really blown away by the fact that you had such a beautiful voice and that you were so versatile. And now, the brand new project coming out, why don't you just tell me what you got about it?
Well, it's me, again, making more music. I'm very, very excited about it. I'm working with a friend of mine named Dan Carcos. He calls himself D.A. Carcos. I call him Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And we wrote everything together. We produced it, mixed it, and I don't know. We're just really excited about it. I don't know what else to say. We love it.
Yeah, I can get it. You know, the new release is called Love and Scars, out on Rat Pak Records. It's towards the end of October, I believe it's coming out. And I've really been fortunate, and I've heard, you know, a couple of little tracks off of it, and I gotta say, man, I am completely blown away and impressed.
Oh, awesome, man. I can't wait for everybody to hear it. You know, we've released the one song, Far Away.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. You know, a lot of people don't realize the amount of talent that sits behind a lot of these drum kits, you know, and I, for one, you know, I've been a King's X fan since I first heard them back in the day, and the message, the music just fills me up with good positive energy. And when I heard your first record and then realized that you were the vocalist you were, you know, it's incredible.
Well, I'm glad that you feel that way.
And a lot of people are.
Yeah, well, I hope that, I just hope people get a chance to hear this new record. I think if you can just hear it, you're going to say, I think I like that. And,
right?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's just a matter of it being heard. I think the first record didn't really get heard that much.
I know, and I was really surprised. And what was funny about that new record is that, you know, I have it, and when I play it to people, I'm like, who is that? What is that? And I'll tell them, and they're like, no, get out of here. And I just think that people, once the problem we have today in today's music industry is being heard. There's a lot of great, fantastic music being made out there. It's just, I think we've lost the opportunity to share with the mass media.
Well, in some ways that might be true, but and it's the same. On the same token, we have the whole world even more accessible to us now. You know, I mean, we can put anything out there in any way, and the whole world has access to it immediately if they want to see it or hear it. You know what I mean?
Well, see, but that's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a double-edged sword because there's so much out there. It's a good thing that they can get it out there, but there's so much out there and so much to wade through that it's oftentimes things like your record will get missed. But the Hellion Rocks, we're going to do our part to tell everybody about it.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, James.
I hope not, man. So you've got a few guests on this record too. That, you know, Billy Sheehan, Phil Keaggy, and somebody said that you had JD from Black Label playing on it.
Yeah, I do. I have all those guys. Billy played on a couple tunes. Phil Keaggy played on the tune. JD played on the tune. Earl Flick played on a couple tunes.
Nice.
And and everybody did just an incredibly great job. I mean, they played the most perfect things that imaginable for the songs. I had a vision in my head to have these particular people play on certain songs, and they all agreed to do it, and they all just, you know, did beyond my expectations. It was incredible. And there's Andy Blacksugar, who plays all throughout the whole record. Plays great guitar stuff throughout the whole record. And my son Joey sings a little bit on one tune, which is very cool. My friend Bob Berger plays bass on a tune. Some of these people don't really know who they are, but they're great friends and great players. And everything about this record I'm very excited about. I'm a fan myself.
Right? It feels like, so the message and the vibe I get from you is that music has been a friend to you your entire life. It has filled you up and brought joy and so much more. It augmented your life. And I get that in the music that you write and the music that you play, that it just exudes from you, and it's a good feeling.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's exactly true. I mean, music is what I do. Music is that thread that holds me together, I think. And it always has been as long as I can remember. I don't know of a time thinking, what am I going to do with my life? Let me think. No, it's always been, I'm going to make music. That's what I do. It's like it was just given to me to do. So, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Nice. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you started playing drums when you were a very small child, correct?
That is correct. Very small child. I actually don't remember a time deciding to play, but I do remember getting my very first real drum, and I had a toy set before that, and I believe I was 4 years old.
Wow.
And I was very, very, very excited about getting it. The story goes like this.
From that, yeah, tell me. I got to hear it.
I remember wanting this snare drum really badly. Like, this is all that mattered in my life, that I have an actual real drum. And so my dad goes to the store to get it for me, and he comes back. I'm so excited I can't even stand it. Like 4 years old. And he comes in the house and says, Jerry, I'm sorry, but I wasn't able to get it. And I just remember just breaking into this I was profusely crying. I just broke into tears and couldn't control myself. And he told me to go out in the car and get something that he had left in there. I forget what it was he said. So I went out there and got it. And there, sitting on the seat, was the snare. And it was the most incredible. It makes me want to cry every time I think about it, when I tell the story.
Wow, me too.
The
joy that's there. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, because he knew that's what meant something to me. And as time went on, we actually started a band together, my dad, my brother, and I, because I wanted to play so badly. He said, well, let's start a band then. Yep.
Nice. Now, your dad was a musician too, right? He played?
Yeah, he played guitar, yeah.
Nice.
Wrote some songs here.
Okay, you got your drum, and how did the progression go from there? Did you manage to take some professional lessons? Did you just learn on your own? What was the progression that got you here today?
I have never taken any lessons in my life. It was just something that, like I said earlier, I don't even remember time deciding to play. It's just what I was going to do. That's what I did. And,
wow.
We started that band, like I said, my dad, my brother. And from there, I started playing with local people. I used to go see this band called Frog Ocean Road when I was like 12 at like pool parties and things. And they were like gods to me. They were like the coolest band imaginable, And I ended up being in that band. And
wow,
that was incredible. That's kind of a highlight for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
I think it shows, in this day and age where we are now in the music industry, I think a lot of artists are getting back to their roots and getting back to playing music that lives within them. And it's so good to see a lot of these projects coming out, and when Jen from Rat Pak said that, hey, Jerry's got a new record coming out, I jumped all over it. And I've got to say I'm real excited about this because of the fact, like I said, the music of King's X and the music from your other album reaches me like, there's a lot of other good music out there, but there's some music that just reaches you. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. I'm the same. Some music just reaches right down inside and pulls out that thing that makes you feel, what you want to feel.
Right. And that's the music I get from King's X and from you. And from what I've heard off this new record, I'm really stoked to see it happen.
How much have you heard?
And,
How much have you heard of the new record?
I just heard a couple tracks, but I've been promised once it's available, I'll get the album for review, and I'm really can't wait for that.
You heard just the
Rat
one
Pak
track?
That and a little bit of the other, and of another one. I didn't get the name of it, but Rat Pak takes really good care of me, and I got to give them a shout out.
Okay, great. I love Rat Pak. I love Joe. I love everybody there.
Yeah, they're
Awesome.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next question I've got for you is, I'm hoping, with my fingers crossed, you're gonna hit the road with this.
Well, I would like to. I really want to do some shows, whether it's an extensive tour or just like, some major cities here and there. Don't know yet. A little bit too early to tell, but definitely something I want to do. And if we do, we're going to put together a great band, and it'll be awesome if we do it. Did a few shows with Come Somewhere, the first record, and I really want to do it. I really, really want to do it. So we'll see what happens.
I hope so. Looking forward to it. You remain positive after everything that's been going on, and you remain a good influence on people that I talk to, other people, and myself personally. That your perseverance and your great attitude is just something that I'm blessed to see that you have.
Oh, thank you, man. I have been through a lot, but I wouldn't change a thing. It's all
right.
made me,
Learning experience.
Yeah, it's all made me better. I'm healthier. I just see things in a better way, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Nice. Now, taking your life experiences, is that how you approach writing music, or what? How does Jerry Gaskill write songs?
Well, Jerry Gaskill writes when he writes. I'll have a melody in my head, and I'll pick up a guitar and find a chord that matches that melody, then find another chord. So I'm not really a guitar player. I can play a little bit, but I can find what I need enough to make the song happen. And that's pretty much how I write songs, just when it comes to me. Or if I just happen to pick up a guitar and, I'll play a chord and the melody will pop into my head. For me, it's all about the melodies. And,
nice.
That always was comfort. The drums are the last thing in my mind when I write songs. I have no drum
ideas.
ideas.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, ever do I have a drum idea. It's just a song, melody, and a structure, and then the drums come later.
That's interesting. I would not think that.
I know. People think, I don't even think of myself as a drummer, although I am. I know I play drums. And, but I see myself more than that. I see myself as just being me. I write songs, I play drums, I do what I do. And it's all encapsulated in me. If that makes any sense.
Nice. It does, man. It makes perfect sense. Well, we're coming up against it. I know you've got a busy schedule ahead of you. We're talking to Jerry Gaskill from King's X. He's got a brand new record, Love and Scars, coming out, I believe, October 30th on Rat Pak Records.
Correct.
The world is yours, man. I have readers and listeners in 170 countries, Jerry. Tell the world what you want to tell them right now.
I want to tell the world, do what's right for yourself. Listen to your body, listen to your head, listen to your heart. Do what's right, because we all know that. And buy my record.
That's it. Buy it. Keep these guys making music. It's a two-way street. We buy the records. We support them on shows. We buy merchandise. They keep giving us the stuff that remains our constant friends.
Yes, that's hopefully the idea. And my songs are my friends, and hopefully I can share my friends with you.
There we have it. This is the Hellion from the Hellion Rocks, Jerry Gaskill, and we're out.